All right, I'm out here at Canyon RV Park in Anaheim for the annual BYOB van meet. I actually brought my 73 Econoline out today, despite the fact I was down in San Diego shooting the Good Guys show just yesterday. I actually went home. I'll explain all that stuff instead of staying in the hotel last night, even though I had to eat the cost for the hotel room. But I was like, well, as long as I'm home, I might as well go the 20 minutes over to where my van was at and go get it, bring it down here today. This was actually one of the very few events that was happening last year during all that madness. But we're back again this year, and I'm sure there's a lot more vans here as this begins to get more and more popular. But let's go see what's here. All right, so I said before, I brought the 73 Econo out. I've had this one, what, about 3 or 4 years now. There's even a video on the channel of this van when I first got it, when it still had the shagged out interior, which unfortunately had a lot of mold, so I wasn't able to keep the interior. I gutted it, and I've been saying I'm going to build it out again. I just haven't, but I've been using it for, actually I went to an estate sale and got some stuff last week, which is on my other channel, Mike Finds Things, the things that I did buy at the estate sale that I hauled home in the Econoline. So not sure where we're going to start here. A lot of same vans that go to a lot of different events, such as this Dodge here. I will show this one too, because this guy just pulled in right after me. And of course they put me right next to the porta potty, which is kind of appropriate. So check out this shorty Dodge window van, if you will. And it's pretty nice van. I like all the original stuff that shows up here. Also the customs are always amazing to look at as well. So I was saying, I got a motel down, Motel 6 in, where was that? It was Carlsbad last night, and their Wi-Fi was literally slower than 90s dial-up, if you can believe that. And I'm like, well, I got to get this video up, because when it comes to shooting like big events like that, you got to get the video up as quickly as possible. So the place was a little creepy. My room smelled like, you know, the Golden Nugget in Las Vegas circa 1985. Just reeked of cigarette smoke, which I can't really take because due to breathing problems I had when I was a child. So I said, I'm just gonna head home. Got home about 10, uploaded the video. Hey, what's going on? Got home about 10 and uploaded the video. Of course, it got copyright struck, so I had to take it down, re-edit it, upload it again. I think I had to upload it a total of like 3 times, the Good Guys video from yesterday. So that was a lot of fun. In fact, I finally got it up where YouTube's happy with it this morning. And then I had enough time to run over and get the van at my old shop and bring it down here without washing it, so it's completely filthy. So that's kind of my story right now on that. That's kind of, I don't think people understand like how much work really goes into doing a YouTube channel. I mean, it's not just walking around with a camera. You got to edit it. You got to make sure there's no music in the background, and it's a lot of driving as well. How you doing?
You're here?
I'm here.
Covering it.
Well, I'm here covering it. I was down at Good Guys yesterday, so.
You got the other end of the park too, right?
I got to head over there. There's actually a car show on the other end of the park, just like last year. I'm going to try to hit it. We'll see how this all plays out. Last year, I think I hit it, if I remember right. So, yeah, there's actually like a regular car show on the other end of the park, which is a bit of a hike, but we'll see if we can get that as well. Of course, tomorrow's the 44th day in Anaheim, so I'm going to try to make it down to that. So it'll be, if I get that one, that'll be 3 shows, or maybe 4 if I hit the one across the parking lot here one day, as we got darks barking at each other. Pretty busy here. I think, just judging, I'd say there's already a lot more vans than last year that were here, but still lots to look at. We have a lot of the vendors. I'm gonna have to come back around, show you some of the vendors. And of course we have the food truck, so I have to get some lunch as soon as I get hungry. Here, this is a Spy versus Spy van. This guy goes to a lot of local events. This van's been in a lot of my videos. And he's cranky music, so I'm gonna try to get past it as quickly as possible. Ironically, the one song they got flagged was like Just My Imagination by the Temptations yesterday on that video in the lowrider room, and it was the one where you could barely hear it. It was really muffled. In fact, it flagged it as if it was a cover. It was so muffled because the speaker system was so terrible at that show. And I didn't think it would get flagged because it was so far in the background of the video, but it did. And then that was the only one I missed, so I had to go back and edit out 2 minutes of footage because that song was in the background. And unfortunately, when you get that, you basically have to re-edit, reprocess the video, and then re-upload it, which takes about 45 minutes to an hour on a video of the length that one was last night that I heard from yesterday's show. So kind of weird having to do that just because of one little like 2 minute snippet of video that happened to have a song you could barely make out in the background. And that's basically how YouTube works. So you check out this van. I don't think I've shot any van meets in a while, which has pretty much been a core of this channel, was the van content. So check out his overhead console. You can see we got some more swap meet action going over here. This is the Penny Arcade van. He goes to a lot of different van meets in this area, as you can see by the dash plaques. Alright, so basically, if you haven't watched the video from the Good Guys show and you've got about an hour and 16 minutes to kill, be sure to check it out. And then, so hopefully I'll be hitting the 40 Ford show tomorrow. Not with my 40 Ford though, because it's still not running or driving or anything like that. You got some mini bikes going around. This one's really nice. I've seen this at a few different runs. He has the like full custom dash. I think I talked to this guy. He does like effects and different props for the movies. That's why I was able to make that dashboard for this really awesome van. You just look at the interior on this. The overhead.
Okay. I'm gonna stop
mini bike race is going. I actually got here a little bit later than probably everybody else due to the video problems I had from the last video and the as well as having to go get the van. I decided, hey, I'm gonna go get the van. So it's probably about an hour later than I would have been if I had decided to. But it's a lot better to bring a van to a van meet than a 2004 Mercury Grand Marquis. I think you can agree with that. This is neat. This is actually an original, it's a Love Machine. This is an original boogie van from the 70s. And he brings this to a lot of events. I feel like it was even featured in magazines back in the 1970s. He's got all the old van show trophies and one of those old Toshiba TVs.
Did you do wheels on?
In the captain's chairs, he's got the console with the CB. Reminding us that it's almost 10/4, National CB Day in a couple days. Today's 10/2. So, may I be the first to wish you a happy National CB Day. Okay, this guy's got music. Well, somebody's got music playing in their van, so we're just gonna roll on past. We'll show it to you anyway. It's got an old boombox in there.
Magnolia. Right there.
So
I saw him walking.
check out the Zoinks van. This guy goes to a lot of events as well, locally. There's actually a few vans in the Good Guys meet video from yesterday as well. So if this is an advantage for you, then you need to check that one out. This one, of course, is very original. Come over here. We gotta get away as there's a food truck coming through. This guy, they got ice cream. It's actually an ice cream truck. It's a really hot day today. It's October 2nd, but it cooled off for a few days and then it sort of got warm again. So those guys are kind of off in the distance doing their own thing. There's a couple guys flying drones around here. Last year I brought my drone and shot some nice drone footage, but I didn't really, with everything going on, I didn't take my drone out and charge the battery and update the software and everything. I haven't used the drone in quite some time. Probably going to be taking it on Lemons Rally. If the situation arises where I can use it, I'll go ahead and do that. Unfortunately, when you do a drone, you have to be outside of like airspace from an airport, heliport, hospital. There's like all sorts of different rules. You have to check it on the app. So I found it wasn't a good purchase for me, but I have it, so it's a tool. I have used it for the channel. Check out some of the swap meet items, including a aluminum grill for a second gen Econo, pop out windows, steering wheels, mud flaps, all the goodies. This is like it's been shortened, even shorter than a shorty van. This Dodge could be yours for $8,000. So this short van would make your, oh, okay, you can read it. All right. It's a really nice Econoline, second generation. I'll show you this and I'll cut it because of the music. But especially like mine, just really nice. Mine isn't anywhere near this nice. Okay, let's see if anybody knows what that license plate is from, what movie it was. And it was from the 1970s. That's a pretty good hint, I guess. So if you know what movie that license plate was from, leave it in the comments. I'm sure somebody's going to get it like almost immediately. Check out this second gen. So I really want to build mine out. I don't know if I want to do a bed again because I'd like to haul like motorcycles and scooters, or maybe make it into something where I can do both. Motorcycles, scooters. So check out the stabbing cabin and some of the stuff he has for selling. So I'd rather be skiing and I'd rather be flying. There's an early GMC handy van. I was supposed to get a Chevy of this, I don't know, last year, and then the guy kept backing out of the deal. I think he realized he was selling it to me for too cheap. I'd already paid him for it, and then gave me back my money, and then he put it back online for a lot of money with better pictures, which actually made it look way worse. So I kind of actually dodged a bullet, and I think the guy had a hard time selling it because it had so much rust on it. But it was very rusty. He was selling it to me for like $100, and I said, okay, I'll take it. I sent him $100, and I think he put it on there for like $1,000. And then there were no takers once he posted pictures of all the rust. You see this little Riva come through. Something I forgot is to bring a scooter to this, because it would be a lot easier to get to the other side where the car show is. So we see some more of the vintage chopper. It has nothing but vintage chopper parts. Another mini bike. Check out this first gen Econoline with sort of like a blurred checkerboard down the side. Shagged out interior. That's similar to my scooter. I got a little Vino like that, but I have the 125 version that a neighbor gave me last year during the pandemic, and I got it running and I took my kid around on it. This one's a tandem. The 6 wheels. Bunch of stuff for sale, stickers, things like that. So this event is actually a 2-night camp out. So as you can see, it's a lot of vans, they're camping out for the night. So a lot of them don't move over to the show area, but I still show some of those. Check out this Quadra van with the 4-wheel drive. This one's ready for camping. This is a Class B tall top. And these have been increasing in popularity in the recent years. All the van dwellers, all the van life people. And you got a 1956 Ford. It's not a van, it's still cool. I should have brought some records to sell. I got piles of 45 records to sell. And if you like looking at 45 records, check out my other channel, Mike Finds Things. Link will be in the description. It's just getting going. It's all the stuff I find at estate sales and records and jukeboxes. I just bought another jukebox the other day. I have now 10 jukeboxes, which is probably more than anyone should really own, but they're cool nonetheless. And I've got tens of thousands of 45s. And we show some of them on the channel. But I had to set up a second channel because if you start putting non-automotive content on an automotive channel, it really messes up your channel. So check out, this is a Class B plus. So it's a little bit bigger than a Class B. Not sure what manufacturer this is. I don't know if it's a Chinook or one of those. This is the, did I show this? The Octopus's Garden. Kind of glanced at it for a second on the way in, I think. Maybe we can give you a little bit more detail. As well as the Pony Express van. And I'm going to show you some of the swap meet area. Fortunately, I messed up my arm, my left arm somehow. I think with the backpack I was hauling around all day yesterday. Yet I still drove the van with no power steering. So I am a smart individual. Actually, it wasn't that bad. So we got a gumball machine. This is the Nevereasy guys. He's got a KMET sticker like the one on my car. How you doing? What's your channel? You got a
You're welcome.
You like van content? He does a channel too for just van stuff.
Nevereasy Boogie Vans and Buggies on YouTube.
Yeah, so check out his channel too.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah, there you go. And got all your vintage stickers and magazines and things like that. His channel, I believe, is mainly van and Volkswagen type stuff. So if you like that stuff, as you probably do if you watch my channel, check out his as well. So it helps all of us out when everybody does well.
Yeah, I brought a little car case too. I owe you $2 for the magazine.
You'll see some of the other stuff he has, including a set of slots like the ones on my van. this Nevereasy van. Green Ghost. We've seen this at a lot of different events, not necessarily van ones. This Dodge. Come through here.
Oh, cool. Oh, we broke it. You bought it, man. That's cool.
There's a giant van sign. If you've ever wanted a sign that says van in large letters, there it is. Even skateboard decks. Alright, well, just visiting the van next to the porta potty. We're going to check out these vans, which we hadn't gotten these inside the circle here. And then I'm going to try to shoot the ones over in the camping section. And I might make it over to the other car show. It's a long walk, but Lord knows I need to walk and lose some pounds. So I had to come back to the van, get another water. So I got some water for the trip to the other side of the campground. So you might be getting a 2-for-1 special. You might be getting a van show as well as a car show on this video. Stay tuned to find out. Got this cool off-road. I saw a really nice 4x4 Econoline this morning in my neighborhood. I'm not sure if he was coming here or not. Ran down to get my coffee, and it's a van I'd never seen before. And she got this original first gen, back when they still had the Falcon badges on them. Because we like yellow vans for some reason. With this Dodge. This one we've seen before. This one's very original. This guy's a regular at various van events locally. As is this guy. This one's a very original conversion of the late 70s. And this one's the extended wheelbase. I remember talking to this guy at one of the van meets about it, and I think it was a one-owner van. Like the seats are very similar to the ones on my 83 Dodge. Got this old A100 short wheelbase. And the ever popular Astro van. I'll give you an idea of some of the campground vans. Unfortunately, they're blasting like Zap and Roger over there, so can't be doing that. But a lot of these guys opt to just keep their camping setup as is. There's another latecomer comes. I'm not the latest person to show up here, so I don't feel as bad. There's been a few vans rolling in after I did. I got here at 11. But I have an excuse. I decided at the last minute to go get my van. Bring it here. This guy has the full DJ setup right there. Unfortunately, he's not playing anything right now. So these are always fun. If you think about getting a van, I recommend getting one sooner rather than later, as the prices have been steadily increasing, especially on the more vintage models, especially on the pre-smog 1975 and older ones, and of course the campers, the ones with the beds and all the amenities inside. As the van life crowd has been snapping those up as much as they can. But and they actually do a few car shows at this campground, at this Canyon RV park every year. Like I said, there is the show on the other end. I'm going to try to walk over there. I'm really wishing I'd have brought a scooter or a bicycle, but I need the exercise anyway, so let's kind of finish off looking through here, and then I'll take a wander over onto that side. Check out this raked first gen Econoline. Even a short bus. And believe it or not, we actually have more vans coming in. Some more latecomers. I'm actually on my way to go shoot that car show, so, and these guys are still rolling in here. Guess they're making either made a beer run, or it's just another club that's kind of late.
Van fools!
All right, I made it over to the other side of the Canyon RV park, and they're having it's called the Patriots and Paws car show. So it's very military oriented. Obviously, we're a huge supporter of the military. I'm a 6-year veteran of the United States Navy, and my nephew just graduated Marine Corps boot camp literally like 2 weeks ago. So he's going to be in the Marine Corps for at least the next 4 years. And father was an Army veteran. My grandfather was one of my grandfathers was Army Air Corps. The other was U.S. Navy. So a lot of military people in my family. We come around, we check out the vintage Jeep. There is music, so I have to watch it with that, unfortunately. But I'll try to bring you as many of these as possible, so you get kind of like a 2-for-1 van show / the Patriots and Paws show. You can check out this helicopter. So it's a Vietnam era helicopter. And check out this Jeep over here. Complete with plenty of firepower there. So actually they have a band over here doing covers, which I guess you still have to watch the covers now, because the video I shot yesterday, they thought that the Temptation song was actually a cover, when it was actually the original version, just muffled and played in a giant room that was full of echoes. So we look at this 47 Studebaker, and if you like Studebakers, check out my other video from last week, which is a Studebaker show that was also here in Anaheim, but at La Palma Park, and that shouldn't be too hard to find. I think it's like 2 or 3 videos back from this one in the recent uploads. See a 67 Impala Convertible Super Sport. 327 car. It's even got an 8-track in it with Led Zeppelin. I got several Led Zeppelin 8-tracks. I've even got Black Sabbath and Beatles and all sorts of stuff. Just in case I ever decide to use it for something. But always nice to see folks enjoying a car show. Like I said, it's very adjacent, maybe about a 10-minute walk from where the van show was, which we're going to get back to later in the video. But it's always nice to have extra stuff. And then I could technically say if I hit the show tomorrow, it'll be 4 shows in one weekend, which will be a record for my channel. Although it'll be spread out over 3 videos. Or maybe I'll do it over 4, I don't know. We'll see. Somebody's honking. It's a 67 Chevelle. So I can't either. Little BMW Isetta. I actually had one of these. There. And yes, I actually took a girl out on a date in it once. That was an experience. It's a 55 Thunderbird. I believe I've seen this one around before at another show. The 68 Camaro. It's very nice super stock Plymouth with the cross ram intake. It's my candy for all the Mopar guys. The Malibu Super Sport 396. I don't think it's an original 396 car. I think the 65, they only built a few of them. I think like a couple hundred 396 cars. And I'm sure if it was a real one, they wouldn't have been modified because they're quite expensive. So a 67 Cougar. And yes, I still have my 68. A Corvette Stingray. It's about a 65 or 66 small block. There's a Woody. Next week there's a big Woody show at Dana Point, which I will attempt to make. And if I do make it, you'll see a video here on the channel. Now here's a very clean F100 bump side short bed. The GS 455 Buick. 65 Gto Convertible with the 389 and the 3 two-barrel carburetors on that one. '55 Chevy, little El Camino. The 70 Chevelle. For all the Ford guys, there's a late 40s Ford convertible with a 90s Corvette motor. It's 47. I I got a 1963 Galaxy XL. It's got the buckets and the console. .390 with two 4-barrel carburetors. For this 55 Chevy. '70s Chevelle Super Sport. Another one as well. This one's a 396, which is really a 402, but supposedly I heard GM didn't want to invest in new badging or something like that. This one's got the LS5, the 360 horse 454. Very nice restoration. This Thunderbird. The band's taking a break, so I'm hoping they don't just go right into like some copyrighted stuff, but we'll see. If they do, I might actually have to cut this short fairly soon. There's 67 Corvette Tri-Power 400 horse car.
Alright, we're going to take a break and we'll be right back.
And how about a Nash Metropolitan with a 6-cylinder? It's like a GM 6-cylinder of some sort. Stuffed into a Metropolitan. And a LS swapped Z car. Or sorry, it's just a not LS, it's LT1. And let's see if we got in a Dodge Challenger Hemi car, the automatic. Oh, they left the keys. Oh, not doing that. It sounds like they're doing awards now, so this is the perfect time to get in here. Well, everyone is over there for the awards. And of course, after the awards, most of these guys will probably be pulling out of here. Oh, never mind, they haven't started the awards yet. So down here's a 56 Ford Panel. With a, looks like a 302 or Windsor derivative with a General Motors distributor.
Thank you guys and have a good rest of the show.
Maybe let's go to Idaho next time.
Don't forget to tune your radio to 99.3. Not 95. Not the 5. The 3. 99.3.
It's a nice Cutlass. I like this Cutlass.
Where all of Penny's announcements will be. And where you can hear us. We're going to put on some music.
F85. Uh-oh.
We'll be right back.
It's like they are putting on some music.
Down there.
This Suburban.
It's so big and large. When you get to the top, you look down at the old bridge. You're looking down at the old bridge.
Yeah, mid-60s Thunderbird. So 65. So first year for the disc brakes with the Landau. Yeah,
Then
look
when
at
he was
this
gonna get rid of it, he was going to sell it to me.
Hemi-powered roadster.
Mom told me I couldn't have it because it was unsafe.
I'll probably get to this 56 Dodge before I have to shut her down here in a minute. Oh, they stopped the music. Good. There's some stuff here. As I start wandering as far away from the speakers as possible.
Your tile's broken.
Yeah. But he likes it.
Just the way he's laying. He's like, that's how Charlie lays.
Yeah, Dodge Charger. And the 62 Chevy station wagon. Look, some vans are actually still coming, and that's actually where you have to stop to get, you have to pay to get your pass to get in for the day. There's actually still vans coming. Of course, they are doing a camp out tonight. So I'm not doing. I need to go home and get up in the morning. It's a neat old Chevy. I like this Morris Minor Traveler Woody here. Sort of like a mini Woody. Or a miniature Woody, I should say. It's not a mini per se, but yeah, I'm just gonna show a few more cars here at the show, and I'm gonna get back over to the van meet. So we gotta get over here before. Last year, I think I came over to try to shoot it, or I did shoot it, and by then a lot of the cars had already left. So that's why I wanted to get over here. It's always good to give you guys some extra stuff to look at. If you haven't, be sure to subscribe, because we do a lot of car meets. I'll be getting back to some of my project cars hopefully soon, as time and money allow. And we got plenty of cool events coming up too, including the LA Auto Show. I've got press badges for the media days, so I'll be checking out all the new car previews. I'm planning to go to SEMA. I've got my SEMA badge. And we're doing Lemons Rally in November, and also Radwood. So I've got like the full schedule coming up of stuff to show you guys. Let's get back to the van meet. I'm over here by the vans again, and a few more rolled in while I was out shooting the car show, the Patriots and Paws show on the other side of the grounds here. See, this is one of the ones I think that drove past while we were walking over there. The airbrush mural on it. And this Dodge conversion. Complete with the swivel chairs, and he's got t-shirts up top and a overhead console with CB. The shag all over the interior of this van.
You gotta be able to find another one and do the same thing to that.
I think these guys drove out from New Mexico, because that one had New Mexico plates as well.
He sent me 2 black ones.
Come over here. I'm guessing that's why they were a little late. I just figured I'd show some of these vans. So from New Mexico, that one's from California. All right, that's gonna wrap things up here at Canyon RV Park in Anaheim for the BYOB 6 van meet, and also the Patriots and Paws 7 car show that happened to be here, so I went and shot that as well. We do a lot of van content, a lot of car content on this channel, so if you like what you see, be sure to subscribe. Leave a comment what your favorite van or other vehicle was, and until next time, which is probably tomorrow, because I'm going to go out and try to hit that 40 Ford meet in the morning. I'll be seeing you.